Hey. And where are you? How are you now? Wash your hand, Fred falling down. Scooby looking scared, white ass old ghost. Dude, hey, yeah. Scooby-Doo, until you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. It's a fact. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, here are you. Eddie and your wheeling. We can count on you. Scooby-Doo. I know who'll catch that feeling. Oh man. Well, hello everyone. Hey, it's John, GWC. Brand new year, brand new start. How I gotta start off, Scooby Doo, Night of 100 Frights. Hey, this game good. This game real good. I have not played this game in, oh man, a hot minute. I remember really liking this game a lot when I played it back in the day. So, you know, I'm gonna play it again. You know, Scooby Doo is on the mind of late. So, you know what? I wanna play the game again. Oh, a theatrical trailer. What's this for, though? Oh, remember the movie? I'm laughing, but you know what? This movie has kind of aged okay in my book. It's not the greatest thing, but you know, James Gunn did his thing. I will say Matthew Lillard did great.
Scooby Doo coming soon to DVD and video.
Oh, sick! I can't wait. Wonder when that's gonna be. What was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah, this game good. I want to play it. So let's hop into this bad boy.
You smell that salty sea air, Scoob? You know what that means, buddy. Yeah. Seafood.
Oh god.
Tuna salad.
Damn, Fred's face is just permanently frozen. What's wrong with him?
Don't forget the real reason we're here.
Lobster bisque.
Dude, I love this game. They added this stupid laugh track in the background. Like it got the whole feel of the Scooby Doo cartoon series perfect with this.
Wow, the whole gang.
You're missing somebody. Scrappy Doo. Actually, no, we don't talk about him.
Don't tell me. Because it's haunted, right?
Yeah, Shaggy.
Stupid laugh track. I'm about to start adding laugh tracks to my videos too. Don't worry, anytime I make a joke in this video, I'm gonna add a laugh track behind it. It's gonna make this video 10 times better.
We're not afraid, right, gang?
I'm a little afraid.
Well, what do you know? Scooby snacks.
Wow, floating Scooby snacks. Just like back in the day.
Something smells fishy here. Not fishy, pal. Scooby snacky. Right. It's not like they got your name all over them. Yeah, well, actually, they do.
Oh god, these jokes. Oh god. Still funnier than the new Velma show. Alright, and that's all I'm gonna say on that new show. So if you expected me to bring some like huge big ass analysis on it, that one joke is all you're getting. Alright, we're in the game, we in here now. Alright, let's go. I will say, you know what, it still honestly feels pretty good. Like, they did a pretty good job on this. Like, I've been very surprised because I've been slowly going back to older games and just kind of playing them just to see, like, alright, does it still hold up? Like, does it, after all this time, even being on, like, PS2 and all this, does it hold up in that sense? And I will say, for a lot of the ones I've been playing, they surprisingly do. I know a lot of people think the PS2 generation was the one where it's like, I know we're still learning, is that cusp of like 3D games really now coming into the mainstream. And I don't know, I feel like most of the games like still generally hold up fairly well. Like the ones like I've been playing, obviously there are like the bad ones that do not hold up, but most of the ones I've been playing have held up fairly well. And you know, continuing on the thread that I mentioned in the last video, this really was the era where 3D games just were done really well, but not even that. any kind of game that was on a property, like Scooby Doo, whether it be a cartoon or a movie or a TV show, it was generally really good. And this game is really good. Like, so far I played, I'm still like 5 minutes in, but still very fun little game. Like, it feels good in terms of adapting the Scooby Doo cartoon to a video game. This really got close. Alright, that was a Scooby jump scare. If you got affected by it, hit 1, 8, 7, 2, 6, 9, 4 in the comments. Or don't, it doesn't really matter. Those numbers don't mean anything, actually.
Is anyone out there? I need some help in here.
Nah, I'm not gonna help you, lady.
Oh, Scooby Doo. I'm so glad you found me.
Lady, I'm a dog. Okay, never mind.
By the mansion, the mastermind appeared.
Damn, this music loud. I can't hear her dialogue.
Behind my uncle's disappearance.
Who mixed this? Christopher Nolan? Like, god dang. Hopefully I can adjust the mix. Look how loud this is.
Take this map. It'll help you get around a little.
Lady, where's he gonna put this map at? He's a dog. I know Scooby-Doo kind of talks, but where's he gonna put the map? There's only 2 spots he can put it. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna go further into this. Access the map from the pause menu. All right, how is he accessing this map? That's what I want to know. Or maybe I don't want to know, actually. Yeah, I need something. Professor's helmet. That was one thing I liked with this game too, is that it had a lot of like cool backtracking where it's like, all right, you get some items and you come back. It's like, I see you super Scooby. Took a little Super Metroid off of it. All right, you get an item, you got to go back to the other areas. All right, get a little Metroidvania going on. Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights is a Metroidvania. You know, it kind of is. You know, I'm making that dumb joke, but it has the characteristics of one. It does not. I bet it's better right here when you need a shovel.
The grass is always greener on the other side, 'cause you're messing up my lawn.
Well, you better be quiet right now.
You again. I just saw you 3 seconds ago.
Do something.
Shut up, Don Knotts. Hey, that Scooby Doo movies intro theme, flawless. This theme is so good. That was a pretty good like series too. The one where it's like all the guest cameos. It was like all the celebrities at the time. And they had like the Harlem Globetrotters. They had the Addams Family. Had Laurel and Hardy. Like, that series is really good. There was a conversation of people who were like, how do people know Scooby Doo now? But now everyone's fans. Like, who isn't a fan of Scooby Doo? It's been going on for over 50 years or so. And there's so many iterations of Scooby Doo. And most of them are done pretty well. Like, I remember there was a point in time where I thought that What's New Scooby Doo show is kind of whack. And over time, I was like, you know what? It's pretty alright. It's pretty good.
Raggy. Hey, Scoob, am I happy to see you?
I will say, seeing Shaggy right now is reminding me of that dumb joke from the Scooby Doo live action. The one where it shows the outside of the van, and you just hear Scooby and Shaggy laughing outside, and you just see smoke coming out. And then it's like, oh, they're cooking burgers. They're not getting high. What'd you think they were doing? It's like, I see you, James Gunn. But listen, they can't be coy. They knew what they were doing. Like, you can't tell me that Shaggy is not high. It's canon at this point. They haven't outright said it, but Shaggy gets high. Scooby snacks are just some bomb-ass edibles. That's all it is. Snack gate unlocked. Fear on the Pier, part 2. And I like that too, that like each little area you go to, they kind of have their own little short phrase to them, just kind of like an episode of the show. Like, oh, here's an episode. One takes place in the mansion, or one takes place in a cemetery, or at a haunted pier. Like, the way they set the game up was really cool. Like I said, this game, I will say, from the little bit I played of it, it still holds up. It's still actually really fun. Like, Scooby controls really nicely. Like, you have pretty good movement of him. Like, there's not a point where it's like you feel like you're out of movement. Everything feels like right at home. And I know there's another Scooby Doo game they made in this era. I've heard good things about it. I've never played it. Same for the N64 game. That might be one I have to play at some point. Hey, alright, we got the springs. There we go. Like, there are a bunch of Scooby Doo games over the years they've made. I can't recall what the last one was. Like, I wish I could look it up. Okay, you know what? Put it in right now. What was the last Scooby Doo game that came out? Oh, okay. Okay, I see that. I actually don't see it. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know why I said that. Because I don't know the answer. But either way, you know what? They're Scooby Doo games. Pretty nice. You can't go wrong with Scooby. Well, okay, you can go wrong with Scooby, but, you know, for the most part, you can't go wrong. I always have to wonder in these games, because there's just sandwiches floating around and, like, Scooby snacks. I know it's a video game, and I know people always bring this dumb thing up, but it's like, who's leaving these sandwiches here? Who is making these sandwiches? That's what I want to know. I know this stupid thing's always brought up, but you know, sometimes you gotta question it. And even in Scooby Doo, sometimes I watch the show, and even as a kid, I was like, okay, they're going into these haunted houses and like old ass buildings. Why is the fridge still like kind of up to date? I know usually like it's like, oh, it's usually some guy who works there or anything for the mystery, but who's putting full on fresh like tomatoes and like lettuce and everything? Like that's what I want to know. It's like to have the funds to keep an old haunted mansion stockpiled. It's like, actually it's not for you, it's for the spirits in there. You know, maybe they want to eat a sandwich from time to time. And it's like, you know what? You're probably right. You know, maybe a ghost wants a turkey leg. Shoot, I want a turkey leg. Wait, do ghosts eat? Actually, maybe wait, how did I get on this conversation? Wasn't I talking about Scooby Doo? How did I get onto that? Let's get back to the game. I don't know. I don't know where I was trailing off. Oh God, I got really far off key. Speaking of key, all right, we got that key. So let's hit up this area. On edge, in the hedge. Every time I see Scooby's face, it always compliments that dumb pun that they're kind of doing in the titles. Scooby's face is like, yeah, I know that's stupid. You're laughing at it. And they're like, you got dang right I'm laughing at it. Ooh, a ground sandwich. But I'm full on health. I can't have a ground sandwich. Okay, see now the comment about the sandwiches inside the mansion, I can take that. The sandwiches lying around outside. Okay, I can kind of see it. That sandwich was legit buried. They buried a sandwich. Who's burying full ass sandwiches and they still look good? There's only two people who I could see doing that. Demons and Subway. Although at the end of the day, those two things can be kind of comparable to one another. You can use the slippers to sneak quietly past monsters by pressing Z button and R at the same time while walking. You can use the lampshade to hide from monsters by holding Z button and R at the same time. What's this, Metal Gear Solid?
Whose footprints are these?
Like, Scoob, get the hell out of there. Your position has, like, been compromised.
Okay, Raggy. I understand vibration. I need scissors. 61.
Give me the sandwich. Damn, his walk animation. That dude grooving. What's he listening to? That walk anime is so sassy. On edge in the hedge. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's not what Scooby sounds like. It's like that section in Mega Man 8.
Jump, 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 jump.
Hey, Turbo Tunnel, eat your heart out. Look at the speed on this. It's like, yeah, turbo tunnels are hard, but have you gotten through the lawnmower section of Night of 100 Frights? I don't think so.
This thing's out of control, pal. If you need me, I'll be back at the start.
Hey.
Wahoo!
You know, you could have. Okay, never mind. You know, he kind of just left me there. You know, he looked like he had pretty good control. He stopped for a second and is like, I gotta go. Ooh, rat cake, my favorite. Eat the cake, get from a rat. I'ma go and beat a rat's ass. Rat cake, ate from a rat. Rat cake, came from a rat. I don't know, I can't get past that. Like, it's just, alright, what do you get from beating the rats? You get cake. Okay. People in the comments about to be like, stop overthinking Scooby Doo. It's like, listen, I've been doing that for all my life. I can't stop now. It's been 28 years. I've gone too far at this point. Nothing you say will persuade me. I'm gonna overanalyze Scooby Doo. During my next video series this year, it's gonna be a 20-hour analysis of Scooby Doo. The first 5 parts will just be the intro. You know, one of these days I really should go about doing a video essay, and it could be on like a stupid topic too, like why game overs are a failure of the game designer, and just go over like every video game over, and just talk about why they're all bad, and go in like excruciating detail. Make this shit like 3.5 hours long, and only touch on like the Mario Brothers game over at that. Is that a good idea? Oh, the audience didn't like that one, so probably not. Just found the professor's helmet. Climbed a mountain for head.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, I'm gonna go on now. I'm gonna forget that awful joke just got said. Anyway. Beat a turkey leg out of his ass. Like, it's like Castlevania now. You know, it really is a Metroidvania at this point. You're getting sandwiches and food out of haunted places. You have to backtrack to earlier areas. It really is. It's like, go on to bad self, Scooby Doo, Night 100 Frights. The greatest Metroidvania of all time. It's like, what's a beginner Metroidvania to play? Scooby Doo, Night 100 Frights. You know, they keep it like that. Damn, beat his ass. Scooby is tearing him up now. God dang. Dang. Scooby is on a roll. They getting whooped over here. Dang, he just sent him to the Shadow Realm. Like, he didn't just die, he disintegrated. Boy, he should have quit while he was ahead.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
All right, let me look at this sandwich. What's it got on it? Okay, they got first stack, okay, bread, little lettuce, cheese, some weird gray meat. I think that tomato. I think more gray meat underneath it. Lettuce, and then bread. Okay, not a bad sandwich. About a 3.5 out of 10, I'd say. Mind your manners. Oh, Scooby, you and your puns. Never run. Don't worry, Shaggy, I got you. Damn, he's on a murder spree right now. It's about to be a real haunted place soon. Scooby Doo has murdered like 18 people. Like, what's the count at this point right now?
Total direct murders, 27.
That's bad, Scooby. Yeah, look down. You're a murderer. You just smelled death. He's like, I know the smell of death, and it's terrifying. Why'd she sound like Whitey from 8 Crazy Nights? Can I get a replay? That really sounded like Whitey. Like, maybe it's just me looking into it too much. It really sounded similar. Or maybe I have too many Scooby snacks. Maybe the Scooby snacks are kicking in finally. God, that song is like stuck in my head now. I have to listen to it. The second I'm done playing, I'm gonna go like bump that song. All scares upstairs. Also, how big is this mansion? Didn't look that big from the outside. This place is huge. It's that video game thing where you like see a area and it's like, oh, it looks pretty small, and it's like ridiculously big. You know, to trek back a little bit, talking about the Scooby Doo live action movies, I will say, like, I might be biased because I saw like the first one in theaters and the second one, and I did like them as a kid. And there was a point in time where I was like, oh, no, not those movies. But I will say I saw it like last year as an adult, and you know what? It's fine. It's not terrible. I wouldn't say it's outright great, but there's some pretty good things in there. And I think James Gunn's take of Scooby Doo was pretty funny, especially kind of looking at it more from, it was supposed to be more raunchy and more of like a PG-13 take of Scooby Doo. So from that angle, it's like, okay, I can kind of see what he was going for. And the second one was definitely more like, or here's the kind of kids movie here. But, you know, it's fine. There was that new Scooby movie they did. I didn't see that. Scoob, the witness, the origin of how they got Scoob. I didn't see that. Because they, one, it didn't look that good, but they did the voice actors dirty, being like, all right, let's not hire any of the original actors. Let's get celebrity voice actors who aren't going to do as good a job, and then call it a day. Like, I don't think any 5-year-old's going to be like, I need to go see this movie. Zac Efron's in it.
Jinkies. What? Someone had to say it. You weren't saying it. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Which is always funny when that thing comes up for like Hollywood movies, when they start talking about adapting something, and it's like, let's not get the actors, let's get a celebrity to do it. Speaking as someone who was once 5 to 6 years old, I did not know anything about the actors. Back then it's like, I don't care who this is or that. So the fact that Hollywood executives think, man, kids will see this movie if Sylvester Stallone is in it. No, they won't. It does not play a big hand. Just get the original voice actors. It's less stress. You get a better performance. And honestly, you get more people in the theater because you get the hardcore fans there to support it. Like, there are a few exceptions. Like, sometimes they will put in the work. Like, I will say, Ben Schwartz did a really good job in that Sonic movie. I really liked the Sonic movie, and that was one where they did that. But I will say they redeemed it in the sequel because they got Colleen O'Shaughnessy for Tails. So it's like, I would love more video game adaptations to actually utilize the voice actors they have. Like, listen, it's not hard at all. Like, it really isn't. But they may make it a challenge. Yo, where's the rest of the gang at? They went in this mansion, they got lost within 5 seconds. So you mean to tell me Velma, Fred, and Daphne all went through this mansion? They're all doing the same platforming that Scooby's doing. They're hanging on the chandeliers. They're dealing with the monsters. They're eating sandwiches. Like, that's what... that was garbage. That was whack. You... Come on, game. Damn, the angles got me all screwed up here. It's the one time I will say it's like the platforming's a little rough, and it's not even in a platforming sense. It's in like, I can't get a feel for like the distance of this. Alright, we should be gold. Whew. Because I'm not saying anything else about Scooby Doo. There's one other thing that I saw recently with Scooby Doo that I will say I did like. Was I saw that Courage the Cowardly Dog Scooby Doo crossover special. And you know what? Pretty good. It was actually pretty nice. It's like, I love me some Scooby Doo, but boy, do I love me some Courage the Cowardly Dog. One of the scariest cartoons I saw growing up. That show had me going under blankets. I still remember vividly seeing that King Ramsey episode for the first time. I remember Dragon Ball Z had just got off. It's like, all right, we're into the Friday night cartoons. That episode hit. I was in the front of like my bed watching it. By the half point episode, I was in the back under covers. So spooky. It's like, it's pretty scary. And it's like, that crossover is like, you know what? For what it was, not bad. I liked it. There's some weird stuff in there, but it's like they did and handled like the Courage material like with justice. Like they did it well. You know, it's just good to see that character back. Like, shoot, They haven't made anything with Courage Cowardly Dog in a long time. So I was happy to get anything. Like, give me the cookie crumbs. Or should I say the Scooby snacks?
What?
Alright, well, you know what? I think that's gonna do it for me today with Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights. Honestly, this game holds up remarkably well. This game is still really fun. It captures the charm of the cartoon. The game on its own is really fun. Controls very nicely. The music's great. It has a lot of charm to it. Go play it. You know, it's on Gamecube. It's on PS2. Finding a copy, really cheap. You can find a copy for really good price. So don't have to worry about that. You can find a copy of this game. So yeah, that's going to do it for me here. Thanks so much for watching. I want to play more games like this. You know, I want to try to go back to my past to see the games that I grew up with. See, maybe, do they still hold that same candle? Do they have that same fire? Do they light that fire in me when I play them? That's what I want to find out. So we got a lot more of these to do. So until next time, I'm John, GWC, and I'll see you later. Peace.